It seems crazy to think that in now less than 2 weeks, Zack Snyder's Justice League will finally be released worldwide. But what is Zack Snyder's Justice League, and how is it different from the 2017 movie Justice League? But most importantly, should you watch it on March 18th on HBO Max? I will be answering all of those questions in this video, so stay tuned. What is important to note that is the theatrical cut, or the 2017 Justice League movie, is 120 minutes long, which equates to 2 hours of screen time. And from that movie, only 12 to 30 minutes are Zack Snyder's unadulterated footage. The rest of the movie is either repurposed Zack Snyder shots, or they were completely photographed by Joss Whedon for the reshoots to reshape the movie into a completely different film than what Zack Snyder intended. And when it comes to Zack Snyder's Justice League, the movie is over 4 hours long, which equals 240 minutes of screen time. And that means that over 210 minutes of footage is completely new to the film, or 3.5 hours of footage that we have not seen before will be in Zack Snyder's Justice League. I hope this gives you a clear image of how different of a movie it actually is based on the runtime and the amount of footage that is included in the movie. But what is also important to note is that Zack Snyder's Justice League has a different title when it comes to the 2017 Justice League. And even that different title emphasizes that the film is completely different. That is the vision of Zack Snyder as a director. And the movie will also have a rather different plot than the theatrical cut, as the theatrical cut doesn't really have a plot. It's basically like characters going from A to B, but there is no actual plot to the movie. And in Zack Snyder's Justice League, the whole plot of the movie is to form the Justice League, to find the members of the Justice League, and to fight against the evil Steppenwolf. And the large emphasis will be on the unification of the Justice League and the members of the team to come to terms with their past and failures to form the Justice League at the probably end of the movie. And the movie will also include different characters, in a sense that, of course, we have seen Cyborg, Aquaman, Flash in the theatrical cut of the movie, but this film will include those characters in a more fleshed out way instead of them being one-tone or two-dimensional characters. And what is really important to note here is that even the basic characters, or the Trinity characters, that being Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, will be completely different, as Batman won't be telling jokes in this movie, and there won't be any terrible one-liners that were in the 2017 Justice League movie. And each character will have their own hardships to overcome in order to be a member of the Justice League, as I have mentioned before. And what is also really interesting to note here is that Zack Snyder's Justice League will have a completely different and unique soundtrack, which again signals this movie is going to be aiming for a completely different tone it will have, which will be aligned with the tones of Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. And there is already a new soundtrack or piece of music out from the movie, which I will link in the description down below. Be sure to give it a look if you're interested. Then again, another point would be that the cinematography will be significantly different and far superior than what we have seen from the theatrical cut of the movie, as the cinematography was really just all over the place in that film, and here it's concise, it's straight to the point, and it will present the image in a way where it supports the story and the storytelling of the film itself. And as I mentioned before, the plot, the story, and the characters and the tone of these characters and the story will be in line with the previous installments in the series, that being, of course, Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. And if you have watched Batman v Superman, you'd notice that Batman v Superman starts off with the end of Man of Steel, and this is going to be the exact same thing here, as Zack Snyder's Justice League will pick up or even start off from the end of Batman v Superman. And there, of course, won't be any cheesy one-liners or just dumb dialogue which doesn't support the narrative or the characters or doesn't fit with the characters, as that was a huge point of the 2017 Justice League movie, that there were a lot of that just unnecessarily and dumb, unfunny dialogue in there. And when it comes to the main villain will be a completely different character than he was in the theatrical cut. I'm mainly referring to the character Steppenwolf. He has completely been given a new character design. And his character will be different, not just the looks of the character, but his motivation and his dialogue, the way he speaks, and even his voice will be a lot more aggressive and just deeper and more intimidating than what it was in the 2017 film. And when we are in the vein of talking about villains, a new villain or new villains that will be in Zack Snyder's Justice League will include the villain Darkseid, who of course is the alpha and omega of villains in the DC universe. And the movie will include not just Darkseid himself, but Euxus as well, as Euxus is Darkseid's younger version. He will be a part of the history lesson that was in the 2017 Justice League movie, but here it will be a 10 to 20 minute sequence where the Proto-Justice League, which you will see in the movie, fights against Darkseid's invading forces. And of course, the new villains will include the Sod, Darkseid's second in command, if you will, and of course Granny Goodness. And these characters were also included in the latest Zack Snyder's Justice League trailer. And what is also really important to note here is that the movie centers around one character in particular, that being Cyborg, as Zack Snyder has referred to Cyborg as the heart of his movie. And Ray Fisher's performance and character will be very interesting to witness, as that character was completely destroyed and toned down in the 2017 version of Justice League. But my last point would be that the movie will also include completely new characters in the vein of Martian Manhunter, who of course was nowhere to be seen in the 2017 version, Ryan Choi, and it will also include characters that we have seen in the 2017 movie in a post-credits scene, that being of course Deathstroke and Lex Luthor, but they won't be part of a post-credits scene sequence. Instead, they will be part of the whole narrative of the Justice League movie, or the whole plot of the movie. And these characters will of course include Nightmare Joker, played by Jared Leto, and a possible human Green Lantern, but I guess we have to wait and see on that one. But the question is, should you watch Zack Snyder's Justice League? And I feel like that there is a question that I cannot answer for you. All I can say is that you can enjoy the epic that is Zack Snyder's Justice League from the comfort of your own home, which means that you can watch this unprecedented 4-hour superhero team-up experience at your own pace, at your own home, on March 18th. I'll see you then. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like, as it helps out the channel a great deal. But what do you think about Zack Snyder's Justice League? Will you be watching it on March 18th? Be sure to leave all of your thoughts in the comments down below, subscribe for more content like this one, and I will see you in the next one. And until then, remember to keep it insightful.